Hello again. This is Ben Hitchcock Cross talking to you today for Deliberate Indifference, Wisconsin. I'm here in my matching shirt. I got my matching border. We got Lala, the dog, right here. The matching dog, who's really concerned about being in the city. Totally get it. Bright lights, big city. She, let's say the last time that I went there, Lala was at large, which is precisely what you don't want your farm dogs to be. So I'm here back in town. We're going to work on the fence over the weekend, and Lala's getting some TLC here. So I think that's pretty good for everybody. But boy, she is not a city dog. And yeah, that's been interesting. That's Lala for you. So what a good dog. What a herd dog. What a fantastic little creature. But boy, she is a country animal. All right. So we are shifting here. You've seen we've got the Novak stuff. I just want to lay out some plans for you. Novak is coming strong. I think we're not even 2/3 of the way done yet. I've got those clips edited, ready to go. We will get back on that track. I hit the wall, and I had a birthday. So here we are. So I want to shift, and this is what we're trying to explain here. We've been putting out some of the Matt Chasen, the stuff, the MPS, Milwaukee Public Schools, let's say discovery, his depositions. We've got his testimony, things like that. We're also going to highlight this issue here with MPS and the Division of Workforce Development, meaning who Alice Delau works for. I think that'll be the easiest way to put it. The Workers' Tribunal that we're in front of here. There seems to be some bias from the ERD in favor of MPS. So there's interconnections there, and we have a lot of reporting to do on that. We have a vast trove of documents finally that they gave to us only 10 minutes after somebody extremely important to all this retired, and I'm sure that was a coinky-dink. I can tell you that the ERD has come down on me like a ton of bricks ever since I asked Matt White, the head of the investigation bureau there, if he would care to comment about an email that we should have gotten by public record some 2 to 3 years ago that says quite clearly the director of the Department of Workforce, or the ERD of the administrator, geez, that's always difficult. The administrator of the Equal Rights Division, Jesus Villa, is emailing Matt White about the Debbie Keither case and the media attention that's brought and how they're supposed to respond to that. Boy, Matt never mentioned that when I talked to him about it. They never produced that email before. Boy, we raised that. You can't believe how many times when we raised issues of bias with Stephanie Brown, the judge in that case going forward. So we're going to have a lot of Stephanie Brown material. We're going to have we've got some decisions by Stephanie Brown on the Tate case that we're going to read, for example. We've got a lot of internal documents here, so I think we're going to have some Debbie Keither reporting. We've got a lot of firsthand sources really on, we think, what is serious fundamental flaws in the way that the Equal Rights Division is run. It seems to me that their main priority is book club and bingo night, not in equal rights. Let's keep in mind this organization is mandated by state law and paid for by taxpayers to achieve more equal rights in the workplace. That's where they set a goal. The whole point of this is to achieve something. And it seems like not only do we have bureaucratic stagnation here, but I think we've got a real effort to focus on themselves and there seems to be a priority on the comfort of the bureaucrats rather than the equal rights. And so I think that's got to change, and I think we've got a lot that needs to highlight. We've got that chance to highlight that here, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to keep going DOC. We've got more DOC stuff that's coming up. We're going to get to public schools, and then I think we're going to have some other public school stuff that's going to, outside of Milwaukee public schools, that's going to knock your socks off. So we've got we're going to put out some material that's old for context here, but we're going to, I guess, do sort of the MPS in the afternoon and that kind of corruption there. And then in the mornings, we're going to stick with Novak for the time being, okay? So we just want to make sure that everybody's sort of up to date. I really encourage you, and this is what's important about why does these MPS stuff matter, okay? Number one, it matters to us because it hits close to home. I was an MPS student. Debbie Keither worked at MPS, and we know firsthand both how valuable those student minds that they have in their custody and control, and how sort of corrupt and incompetent they are at the same time. So in every way, this exemplifies what we do here, and so that's why we want to talk about that, and we're going to focus on those issues. So MPS, and again, this is really about, we've got bureaucrats and we've got the state power here, but what makes this even more, I think, important is, with the DOC, they've got 16,000, adult prisoners in their custody and control. Well, they've got 56 child, at least temporary prisoners, or pupils. There's an argument to be made that those are synonyms in their custody and control. So that's why we think that's really important, and why everybody should take a look. So moving forward, that's what we got. Those are our plans. Stick with us. We'll keep you informed.